Just get close.
Dance. Hit that dance move. Hit that dance move. Hit that scroll. Hit that scroll. What is happening, Nerd Nation? Welcome to another episode 9 Nerd Yards. We are talking all things Secret Invasion. This is episode 2. Promises. A whole bunch of promises. Samuel Jackson's promising a mother something. You know what I'm saying? He is promising. He's gonna take down all the mother scrolls. If y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't want to cuss in the first minute, otherwise we're gonna get demonetized.
The mother scrollers.
The mother scrollers, yeah. But let's kick this off because I have a lot of, as always, I have a lot of questions. So you know him, you love him. He is straight out of the mean streets of Austin, Texas. It's the War Machine himself, James Rhodes, aka Jeff. Jeff, what's happening, baby?
Not much. Guys, how great of a year is this for me? First Dave, now Secret Invasion. I mean, like my Skype is going to go through the roof, guys.
Right.
Don Cheadle all the way.
I didn't even think about that.
This is amazing.
He's on all the shows.
Oh yeah, so excited.
That's so
Marvel
great.
Shit.
No, we do living our best Disney life, right? But you also, you know him, you love him. They've got aliens behind him, but are they aliens? I'll let them answer. It's the Drunk Banthas, Alex and Bill. What's happening, babies?
Man, we're doing good, man. I'm doing good. How y'all doing? Shout out to Othelius. We see you out here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We out here ready to talk some nerd-ish. I'm not gonna cuss. I mean, see, you said I wasn't gonna do it. I was about to do it.
I'm just trying to get right with the Lord, you know.
Keep right with the Lord. So yeah, doing tip top, man. Best day of my life. I just want to say, James Rhodes, you're one of my favorite black actors. I'm very excited to be on the.
Happy to be here, guys. It's like the reverse of Bubba Hotep, right?
Black actors. We got to stick together.
I love it. And you know him, you love him. Is he in scroll form or is he in human form? It's producer Terry. Terry, how you doing over there?
Man, I'm just glad to be back. You know, I haven't seen you guys in a while.
What do you mean be back? Wait. What do you mean be back? Where were you? What are you talking about? You were with us last. You were with us last night. You remember?
Why did I tell y'all? Since yesterday.
Right.
Oh boy. Terry's cloning factory has gone awry.
Oh my God.
The scrolls are really taking over. Somebody come send help to 9 Nerd Yards. And you know him, you love him. He's not a scroll, but he is a Presidente El Capitan, the head of all of S.H.I.E.L.D. It is 9. 9, what's happening, baby?
Oh, you know, man. I earned all this smoke, brother.
All that smoke.
I'm just dodging that.
Love it. And shout out to everybody already. Yeah, Othelius, we got the Terry clones. They're coming full force. We don't know what to do. That's the real Secret Invasion, I think.
Yeah,
that's going on.
Art imitating life.
Imitating art. Let's talk about this episode real quick. What is up, Lord Slug? I don't know, big bro. Are you big bro 9?
I think we're all big bro.
Terry's big bro. We're all big bros. We're all big bros to somebody.
Yeah,
it's like, yeah, big brothers.
Bro.
We are, group, you know.
We are. Yeah.
Careful, the scrolls are looking into us. Then
that's right. They for sure. They haven't found Terry. They're gonna find us. Let's talk about this real quick. Drunk Banthas, what did y'all think about this episode? It's episode 2, man. What do y'all think about the episode, and more importantly, how the show's going so far?
I personally loved it. Like 20 minutes into this episode, I was like, there hasn't been a big action sequence, and I'm still like totally in.
Right.
Right.
I was really liking how it's just like it's a cool sci-fi spy show. So it's everything that I didn't know that I wanted, but I'm here for it.
Well, they
Right.
did get to the action too. That shit was so good.
Right.
Liddy.
Action was dope. Everything was dope in this show. I mean, this episode. But man, I got some bad things to say. I'm sorry. I do have some bad things to say.
Ooh, somebody's on the haterade.
I'm going to wait to say them because they are hot.
We'll get this
Nobody
on the next round. Jeff, give me some initial thoughts.
Well, I'm going to agree with Bill here. I think that The Idol's much better than this. And I
Oh,
don't-
not what I said. That is a misrepresentation.
No,
I didn't laugh as much as I did during the
no, you did not. No, I loved it. I love this episode. I think the show's trending in a really fun direction. It's definitely different from the Secret Invasion comic in like big ways, but they're keeping the core. It feels like they're keeping the core still. Like I read the comic so long ago, I don't necessarily remember all of it, but right now I'm enjoying it. And
there's still a chance they can bring some of those elements in. We're very early on.
I think the base they're bringing in.
I kind of see some of the threads. I haven't read it, but I've seen like some coverage, some YouTube reviews about it.
I'm trying to decide if I should reread it because it's been years. But
okay.
I'm trying to decide if I should reread it or just sit and enjoy.
You're right. I got you. I got you.
Sit and enjoy it and then reread.
Yeah.
Producer T, given that you weren't here yesterday, but what did you, not your clone, what did you think about this Skrull invasion so far? Terry, we can't hear you.
Was he speaking in Skrull?
Was that a Skrull?
I wasn't gonna say anything, but that's kind of weird.
What's up?
Terry, can you hear us from inner space, from outer space?
Okay.
Okay, can y'all hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
I don't know. My mic is plugged in. I don't know what happened.
Oh, good.
Technical difficulties. Don't worry.
The universal translator
worry about
malfunctioned for a second there.
He sat on it or something.
As I was saying, it's just a relief to find a show that you pay attention to and you're not disappointed in at all. So that's like just the number one thing. But I don't know. I kind of felt like I was starting to get burnt out on like Marvel shows and everything, and I really wasn't looking forward to try to get into this show. But it's not bad at all. It's a solid B for me going all the way through. Olivia Colman did it again for me with stealing the scene. Like she a bad bitch.
Bro.
That lady.
Yeah, she good.
Definitely loved Don Cheadle when he was getting interrogated because I was kind of getting mad for him with all these like weak ass nations trying to accuse America of shit. And let me remind you, I have an aircraft carrier that can go to war with each of you and still have one left over. All right, we can do this. I don't know what you're trying to do. You don't want smoke from America. Like, shut up, UK, Finland. Slovakia? I don't even know where the fuck that is at. I was getting mad for him. I was getting heated. You don't come from America like that.
Saying the person that literally leaves America.
Right? Just carpet bomb them. Carpet bomb them.
You leave America every single chance you get. And then you come back kicking and screaming.
And you're like, listen, America is awesome.
Yeah, but I can say that. I got taken here and was forced to be one, but you don't get to talk all that shit. You don't get to talk all that shit.
Agreed.
This sounds a lot
That's
like
it.
Stockholm Syndrome. I'm just
The episode's not getting better. That's it. We're done. Right after that.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in.
Your home planet.
Right? It's creepy.
Terry lost
And
his
like,
own planet.
I don't like the Kree trying to take over. Y'all lost your home planet. Y'all about to lose your lives too. Y'all keep up with this bullshit.
I think that's
Don't
how.
come to Earth. Don't come to Earth
That's
with
how
that.
Fury felt too. He was not happy.
No, not
Right.
all. Ooh, hot take, Uncle Clarence. Brody was talking like a Republican. Fact. I was waiting for the word urban to leave his mouth. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I know. 9. What did you think about initial? Give me some initial thoughts about this episode.
I mean, I've been loving the show. I wasn't on the stream last week, but
yeah, let's share
think,
share some thoughts from last week and kind of going into this week as well.
Well, I was like really hoping that it was like a fake out with Mariah Hill. Me and Terry were watching the episode last week, and right when she got shot, I think Terry could attest I was fucking sick about it. I was like, no, not her. I love her.
Wait, Nine. You don't think it still is?
What?
You don't think it still is a fake out?
It could be a fake out, but I was like,
come on, man.
I do not like that. You know, even if then she's not in this episode. I was like really
think about it this way:
for some more fights between her and what's her face, Amelia Clark's character.
Right.
I kind of like that dynamic.
Yeah.
But yeah, it could definitely be a fake out still. But damn,
look at Winter Soldier with Fury.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That's true. And how in No Way Home or Far From Home, how she was a Skrull the whole time. So I'm not sure because her body didn't change when she got shot and died or whatever.
She did not.
Right.
Yeah.
That just means the Skrull didn't die.
That's true. That's true. I don't know.
I guess where was she during that movie?
Right. Yeah. So like, if she wasn't on the spaceship with him, then where was she?
Saber.
Yeah, I guess she was on Saber with Nick.
Could have been on Saber.
9. This.
Yeah. I was gonna say, Blake, you just read that too.
9. This comment's for you. 9. Do you read it? This last one.
That's fine. That's fine.
His milk of magnesia.
I mean,
his alabaster queen.
I mean, if Nick Fury can get some Skrullusy, then I should be able to do what I want to.
Yeah.
Roll Tide.
And also, I think it's kind of unclear. I'm pretty sure Nick Fury knows that she's a Skrull, but maybe he doesn't.
Because he does say in the beginning that he can't tell Skrulls from humans.
No, she was at the beginning of the episode.
Oh yeah, that's right.
She was.
Yeah, when he makes the promise, she's there. She's the one who introduces him to Garrick.
Yeah.
Oh,
I had to watch
that. Okay. That
I had to catch him on the second trip.
All right, can we? I want to talk about that scene and just
all right.
Some of the Skrull choices and kind of the Skrulls in general, how they choose to blend in with Earthlings, and let's go to the end of this part where you see all the Skrulls turning to humans. Let's bring that up.
Why? Because Gaia doesn't change?
No.
And neither does Gravik?
How do they choose what race they want to be?
Yes! Yeah!
Question, wasn't it?
You see that one dude, and like, as Nick Fury, and just, as me, if I was really telling these people that, I would have been like, hey, bro, man, in the back. Like, I know I look cool, and I'm cool, but I just want to make a suggestion to you. You don't want to pick this color. You will be playing human on hard mode. I don't think you guys want that. In fact, if most of y'all can change to like just white men, all y'all should just be white men. Like,
no, he wanted to change to who he could have sex with. That's who everybody changed it to. Like, I want to have sex with a white woman. No, I want to have sex with a black woman.
Like, you wouldn't warn the Skrulls about this, just being like, hey, my man in the back. That's a nice color you got. I respect it, but trust me, you just don't want to do it.
But also, too,
I've got a couple hundred years to explain to you.
Just like, bro, I don't think you want to be that color.
Go ahead, and then I'll comment. Go ahead, Jeff.
Oh, I was just like, it's just like Fury would be sitting there like, hey, buddy in the back. Got a couple hundred years I got to explain to you real quick.
Right. Let me just explain something before you pick that color.
Right.
Like, he didn't want to warn them.
Oh, like all the Skrulls knew inherently too. Like, I just need to be white. I don't need to be brown. I don't need to be Asian. I don't need to be black. I don't need to be anything other than like, they're like, white feels safe. So this brings up, are Skrulls racist? Because when we first meet our first Skrull, he white too. They're like, they just have white pictures of America. Like, are they getting these things in space? Where are they seeing all these white people?
Well,
I have
the
questions.
answer is yes.
Sorry,
and Hollywood is racist.
First Skrulls in this show or first Skrulls in Captain Marvel?
Both.
Yeah, because I was gonna say in Captain Marvel, like they did establish that, and in the show, like they established that they have to get there, like they have to mimic somebody else.
Yeah,
right.
So it's very weird. This scene is kind of weird where people
who are they
just
seeing?
Like, it's like I'm just turned it into a guy. I guess I saw.
Well, maybe they already saw these people.
Yeah, they could have already saw them.
Man, you don't know what they be
like
doing.
It was right away when in Captain Marvel, it was just like right away they like land in the water. They come out and they're wearing beach clothes all of a sudden. So.
Yeah, they did land in the surfing capital of North America. Right. So shockingly, they found a bunch of white people.
I have something
Moscow too, or whatever. Now,
like nobody like did a history lesson. They didn't do like no Black History Month come up, and they're like, "Hey, Nick Fury, what's all this Black History Month stuff? What's going on?" And he didn't like just. Come on, you gotta like have a conversation.
I have some.
I mean, maybe I'll
tell you
to be a dick.
For real.
I'll tell you what.
These aliens, I would have been like, "Oh, y'all should be black."
The guy in the background really did his research and was like, "Yeah, so now can I go to Wakanda? When do I get on that shuttle?"
That's actually what I was going to bring up. Like, are there Wakandan Skrulls?
I mean, there must be, right?
There has to be.
Listen,
but I feel like Wakanda's got the technology that, like, you know,
they would know already. They would know that's a Skrull.
Your organs are a little rearranged.
They would know. They would know.
All fucked up.
I have a problem with this. This starts my first problem with this show. I mean, this episode. I don't know if it's going to continue throughout the show, but if you go look at this scene, the beginning of the scene when Samuel Jackson has to stand up. He just looks old, man. Like he is.
Oh, young Fury looks old.
Yeah, young Fury looks old because he's all hunched over, like old man.
You know what it reminds me of when you watch The Irishman. Did you ever see that movie on Netflix?
Yes.
When they de-age Robert De Niro and he gets into a fight in the very first like 30 minutes, and he's like, ugh, and it's supposed to be like him younger, and you're like. Bro, why are you fighting like that? You old, bro. And your hands.
Oh man,
they didn't de-age your hands.
You see how he's sitting right there? That was the perfect.
Young men don't need hands to the elbows to stand up.
Yeah,
they can just stand up. You know?
I think I heard his knees pop. Like seriously, hold on. Let me see. I'm about to put it up.
Like here, we thought the Predator was in the background. No, Nick Fury's knees.
Bara.
There's a little crunch. He got a little crunch.
My man needs to do some yoga.
Volume on that.
And there's just so much else. There's other parts of this episode that seem like, man, he just looks so old. He sounds old. And I don't know if it's just me loving Samuel L. Jackson and just being like, man, my hero is just like 80.
He old,
you know? Like
right.
It was just like watching like how people feel about Joe Biden. That's how I felt while I was watching when I was watching Samuel Jackson.
All right, not for nothing.
Telling him though, they keep on telling him how old and useless he is. That's like the whole theme of the series.
Yes,
yes,
like,
but you fucking cooked, man. Get
but
out of here.
to Bill's point, not for nothing. If Sam Jackson runs for the next president, I know who I'm voting for.
Right.
I'm just putting that out there right now. Facts.
He's saving us from all the snakes on all the planes. Why would we not? Why would we not? And Skrulls.
Who doesn't want to hear the president yell "motherfucker" at Putin?
We just need a young Samuel L. Jackson stand-in, is what I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying.
On this train scene, though, I really thought he was going to tell Dog that I need to get these motherfucking Skrulls off this motherfucking train.
That's another old scene. Like he sounded like he went into an accent that he has never used.
The Alabama one, the Southern one.
Yeah, he went to talk about some stuff. Hey, You know, we used to ride down the train. We had to sit in the color section.
You know what?
I took that as him doing that on purpose.
That kind of hit me because I had like the
Oh
same
my God.
experience.
You
I
gotta
had the
play
same
that.
experience. He's
But I want to say this. He sounded like the character in Hateful Eight. Like he went straight into that character. And I was like,
He went to his character in Black Snake Moan. That's what he did.
right. Oh, that one too. Yeah.
See, I took that as
that's
he meant to slip into that, like he was doing that voice on purpose.
Like on
Right.
purpose to accentuate the story. I could get down with that.
Yeah.
He was
I
doing
think
the
too, because it was him and Talos. Finally, fucking got it.
Oh, I
Because
thought
it's
you
him
were
and
just doing the Mike.
Yeah.
I thought you were doing like
Check them acoustics, baby.
No, I've had a fucking,
I thought you were testing the acoustics out.
I've had a fucking gnat all day. No. No, I thought it was him with like telling Talos this older story. I thought it was him like throwing a little, starting it off with like a little like, oh, I'm gonna slip into this voice, and then getting real with it, you know?
I feel all that. It just, I ain't never heard him use that voice in all of the movies, all of the TV shows. Nick Fury has never talked like that, so it threw me off.
I mean, he did.
It's like if he was supposed to be British, but he always used an American accent, but then all of a sudden he slipped into his British accent. That would just be a little off. Is
Like
all I'm saying.
Kevin Costner as Robin Hood.
He slips in and out of it like he's sewing. He slips right in and out of it like that.
I don't think it was that like off from what, because like we don't really get to hear Nick Fury talk that much in these movies except for Captain Marvel, and being a dude who watched Captain Marvel like way too many times, I do feel like like that's when he really dives in, like you can really get an idea of what Nick Fury sounds like or what he feels like, and he kind of feels the same to me in this personally.
Yeah.
But
No, that one scene was that was a
Pulled
lot.
you out.
He was
It pulled
putting
you
on a lot of sauce on that one.
Barbecue
I like
sauce
we
from
got
Alabama.
we got Kirsten
Yeah.
Cobb.
Kirsten,
in
shout out
that.
to Kirsten.
Oh, cool! We got a new listener.
Shout out to
Right.
Kirsten Cobb, whoever this is. Thank you for tuning in.
Look at that profile picture. Goodness gracious. Now, Terry, you said that you had a same experience. I kind of wanted to finish that. What you mean?
because I took a train from all the way from New York back to Denver, and I bought like the expensive car, like the roomette and everything that they had.
Okay.
And I was just kind of like thinking to myself, like, because I don't know what it is about being black on a train. You just remember about all the times black people couldn't ride on a train. And like for some reason, the exact same thoughts came to me about my grandparents telling me the same shit about how they ride on the train. And they had to be in the colored section. So while I'm on this train and the roomette legs kicked up and shit, room service coming to me, I'm just like reading articles about how shitty it was to be black and riding the train. And I'm like, you know, taking pictures. And then I like put both the articles together. I'm like, look how far we've come. Like my fucking dad and grandma couldn't ride this fucking train. And now here I am fucking balling on this bitch, you know? So it's just like I felt the same way. So if you ride a train, remember, we used to ride trains.
Moral of the
Fuck
story.
them, because now we can.
That's actually pretty good because I actually think the show's doing a pretty good job of like slipping in like the race dynamics and
Right.
you know relating it to the Skrull invasion or whatever, and really just kind of like taking us down that walk to make us think about those type of things, but not in like a way that's like, oh, all of the other side is going to be like, this is woke media and I fucking gonna rage,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Nine, this last comment before you start, Jeff. Nine, this last
Yeah.
comment right here. Did you see that last one?
yeah,
Why don't you just quote it? Why don't you just quote it, Blake?
I'm about to be canceled if I read this. I'll be honest. I'm white chocolate, but I can only do so much. You know?
But yeah, I can't stop thinking about this image of Terry like in the back of a box car.
blowing
What type of train you get?
Let me tell you about this train. Ancestors in pain. Yeah, that's it. Oh man. Good night, Kirsten.
Nights, Kirsten.
We'll see you
Night.
next week.
Miss you.
Yeah, so what did you I'm sorry, Bill, were you touching on some of that too? Or Alex?
No, but I can't. I just want to say, like, this was one of my favorite favorite scenes of the show. Just like the conversation between him and Ben Mendelsohn, who's I'm also a big fan of. Like,
Man,
Ben
Ben Mendelsohn.
Oh, you like
Okay.
me, eh?
His voice is smooth as butter. He needs to be narrating some audiobooks for us or something.
Coming out of Alabama, we always had to ride the colored car.
All right, let's see.
I don't think he's narrating that book.
Let's see.
Train rides to Detroit.
Bill, stop talking. Let this go.
Coming out of Alabama, we always had to ride in the colored car.
Roll Tide, hey, you know what I'm saying?
Sorry, bud. Go ahead, Alex.
Yeah, this is just a really great scene between the two of them. Another moment where we don't have to have a big explosion come in and make things more exciting or whatever. It's dynamic enough what these guys are talking about. And yeah, I've been a fan of Ben Mendo for a long time, but he just can't shake that Australian accent, so he's not in a lot of American movies.
Also, we are from Alabama, so that was cool.
So you can roll Tide?
Yeah. Every time you hear Alabama in like mainstream media,
you're like they talk about us. It's always bad, but it's like, ooh, wait. You heard what they said about Alabama? They talk about us on the news the other day.
3 meth labs this week. This is great. This is going great.
Oh man,
You lost your reptilian ass mind. Yeah.
The answer is yes.
So-
this one.
it's it's interesting because it's like with the Skrulls coming in and taking over and everything. It's like, okay, so the Skrulls are the Europeans, the Earthlings are the Native Americans, and I think that makes this show very uncomfortable for a lot of white people.
How do you feel about the
We're not used to being in this position.
Right.
Yeah.
It's odd. Yeah, man. Make white people uncomfortable. I love it.
Yeah, it's almost like it's meant to make you think or something.
Yeah. Oh,
which is not usually a Disney move. They're trying to. They
They
please
stay
all
away
white
from
people
that.
They can, but this,
I mean,
stay away from that.
they tried in Cap and Winter Soldier, and people got pissed.
That was because. Oh no! Wait. I thought you were. I was thinking of Winter Soldier, Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Oh,
Say it's the same show.
Oh, you
Captain
think about?
America.
Okay, so you're talking about that? Yeah,
So
that show sucked.
It's
That's
a
why
rename
that's
of
why
Captain
they
America
didn't
and the
like
Winter Soldier.
it. It just was a terrible show.
Right.
That's why people don't.
I loved it.
You loved it. We can talk about it. You need to come on our podcast. We'll talk about it.
I think the finale definitely landed flat for us, but yeah, I enjoyed it.
it has
Yeah,
highs
to
and
each his
lows.
own.
Yeah, but I,
Oh man, we got to hash that out on some other time.
Oh no, this for you. This for y'all. This for y'all over there, drunk manthas.
Alabama.
Thank you, sir. But we in Los Angeles now, so
The Underground Railroad goes nationwide, baby. That's all.
we's free.
we's a free.
We's free.
Thank you, folks. Good night. This has been great.
When they told me I could go, they said I'd be free.
This,
Happy
all, of this,
16th, everybody.
all of this right here. Hey, DeSantis just canceled this show now. Oh, great.
We from
That
Alabama,
works
so it's okay.
That worked so well last time he tried to tell Disney what to do, huh?
Right.
They didn't bitch slap him in court or anything.
No.
Oh man.
Anyways, about being woke, let's get back to some scroll action. I'm going to be honest, I was very confused at one point when they took the scroll in the beginning and then like they cut to like it's him in the back of a butcher shop. But when I watched it the first time, I was like, where'd this guy come from? Who the hell is this? And I obviously wasn't paying attention to it at all. So,
So
put
let me
one,
help
two
you.
together.
Scrolls
Yeah.
can shapeshift. So that's why that was okay.
No.
Gonna be a much easier show for you now, bud.
No, I just didn't. What? I didn't realize that it was the same guy. Like at one point, because I wasn't.
No, it
paying
moved
attention.
fast, and I understand that because I had to watch it the second time to like catch that part. Like, but honestly, another part. I just want to say this. It's a little off. Another part that made me feel bad about how old Samuel L. Jackson looked. That when he broke that dude's arm,
Yeah, that looks so unintimidating.
I was like, yo, who is this old man?
He didn't even break his arm. He bent his finger. He broke his finger, just his finger. He got him in like a Hapkido lock and like freaking just twisted his finger. And the guy's like, ah, the way he pulled away too was just like, ah, like as if you like touch something hot. Like,
yes, this.
Are you seriously under the impression that just because you stripped me of my titles, I relinquished my DNA?
Careful. Or maybe a wrist, but I thought it was a finger. A wrist. Okay, it was a wrist.
Still, I mean, it just didn't look good.
Yeah, it looked pretty.
There's a reason. There's a reason.
Professional courtesy.
Steven Seagal. There's a reason. Steven Seagal
I agree, Jeff.
can't make movies.
That's what I was thinking. I felt like, well, the dude's still on the job. He's not like a bad guy. He's not like trying to like hurt the man, like to where he can't do his job. He just wants to send him a message, be like, boy, I'm Nick Fury. But you know, you still got to protect homeboy here. You do your job and stuff. So I can't.
But why break his wrist? You know, it was more intimidating when that Skrull was talking at the table and then he got karate chopped in the neck. I thought that was intimidating.
That's the thing I hated that I thought was kind of dumb.
Or
that question I have about the Skrull.
It was just like when Judy Gemstone got choked.
Karate chopped in on that.
So check that out on Drunk Panthers. Check that out.
Yeah, so Judy deserved that. You know, she's mouthing off. She don't need to be mouthing off.
But that's what you should have seen. Yeah, I agree. Like a judo chop him in the neck.
Well, so here's my question: if you're a Skrull, you get karate chopped in the neck. You're a shapeshifter. Just move your fucking windpipe like to the bottom of your hand or some shit. You'll be fine. Why is this so hard to think of?
Yeah, you bring up a great point, Jeff. They've seen all types of creatures all over the galaxy. Why do they just keep turning into humans? Why, when I'm getting into a fight, I'm gonna turn into something crazy.
Or if I'm running from someone, shapeshift into a cat.
Like I'm gonna turn into an alien
power, right? And they have to like kind of stay reasonably the same size.
So I looked it up. They can become inanimate objects too. So, like, if you're running from someone, why do they just become a different person? Become a fucking bookcase and just hang out for 20 minutes.
Right. Yeah, that's true. And I guess, like, you must have to keep your mass, right?
Yeah,
like,
that's what I was
There's no way
thinking.
that it can't, like, turn into a cat because
I'm too big. That's what I was thinking.
Well, then you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to become the biggest fucking bird you've ever seen and fly away.
That's true.
That would be,
but they don't get like powers of whatever they.
That's not. Well, no. But that's not powers. That's just aerodynamics. So like they can.
What about the density then?
Yeah, if you become big enough, you can stretch out the density of your bones.
Have you ever heard of pterodactyls, sir? Duh.
They definitely have to explain like the limitations of their powers in this because like we can go off the comics, but
in the words of Mean Girls. Wait. In the words of Mean Girls, the limit does not exist. That's all I'm gonna say.
Right? I like that. I like that.
Blake, pull it out of left field. I love it, brother.
There might not be a lot of connection in this show to the comics, and that is going to be because if I'm not mistaken, I did read. I'm not giving nobody no credit anyway. I did read it though that the writer for this show, the show runner for the show was told not to read
the comics
material about the comics. So they wrote all of this stuff without any of that really in mind. So
it probably wrote like the baseline for it.
Interesting.
I heard that and I couldn't believe that was true because like when he first came out, he made everybody read the comics.
Yeah, but so they're new directors and everything. So like
I feel like they've had to have maybe then added in or sprinkled in some things from the comics in there because we're already seeing some things from the comics coming to.
Well, the characters' names are the same from the comics.
Getting stronger.
Well, it seems to me like they know about the Skrulls, but not Secret Invasion. So they could have read. There's plenty of Skrull stuff before Secret Invasion. So they could have been like here, do your history lessons, but don't read, don't cheat on the test.
Yeah, makes sense.
And maybe it's
Mean Girls.
They wanted to go with the Andor way because didn't like Tony Gilroy like famously hate Star Wars, but he made one of the best Star Wars shows.
Right.
So Bill Burr never saw Star Wars, and he was in Star Wars and did a great job.
right.
Never seen the movie.
Ryan Stiles has never seen Star Wars and is always great on Who's Line.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get back to this because, like, let's say they did turn into a bookcase. Would that mean like if you stabbed the bookcase, it would bleed, or is it like wood too?
Yeah, but you'd have to know it's a bookcase.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, who's stabbing bookcases? I mean, I guess I would be stabbing bookcases if I knew they could.
Fuck those books.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you get stuck as a bookcase because you change your physiology too much and it's like, oh, I'm not a scroll anymore. I'm just a bookcase.
If you keep your face like that, it's gonna get stuck. You know.
Also, is the bookcase breathing? Like, what if it's moving? I'm like,
right?
Do scrolls need to breathe?
Is that bookcase peeing right now?
A hot naked scroll walks by. It's like, does that bookcase have a boner? One of the books just starts like slowly like rising up.
That bookcase is a shower, not a grower. I'll tell you that.
It's a little book right there. I'll tell you what. Yeah.
It's a pamphlet.
Is that
The bookcase is masturbating. You should go over there and
you should get a new bookcase. Yeah.
See, everyone thought it was ghosts in Ghostbusters. Nope. Scrolls getting horny.
Scrolls. We got the documents to prove scrolls are masturbating in libraries. We all know that they're alternative libraries masturbating.
How about that? We got the scroll Alex Jones.
Technically,
the
Jones with the scrolls. I mean, we're talking about conspiracies and invasions.
Or technically the scroll Tucker Carlson.
No,
but they're
scroll Tucker Carlson.
Close enough friends.
Yeah.
No, who is he?
Skrullusy Jones. That was
Skrullusy
Skrullusy.
Let's go, Skrullusy Jones.
So we get the scene where Mariah Hill's body is taken back to America, and her mom's there. And she's a bit
ugly. Agreed.
That's great.
Did not know if it was a woman or a man at first when I first saw it.
I saw this scene and I thought Austin Powers is like, that's a man, baby. That's what
I just couldn't shake her British accent that she clearly.
Yeah, right.
She could not.
She
pull off
couldn't
the American
shake
accent at all.
She couldn't.
Is this
shake a British accent.
Wait, whose mom is it supposed to be?
Right.
Whose mom is this? This the show of just not shaking accents.
Right.
Why not? Why they act like? But in movies and television, they act like British people and American people don't live in different areas. Like her. Could have used her British accent and still been Maria's mom. Like, come on, people.
Wait, is she supposed to have a British accent? Like, I thought.
It was very slight. I don't think she was supposed to.
Fury, Fury, I believed in you. Followed you to the gates of hell and back.
Yeah, like it seems that she is trying a little bit to cover.
She's trying to hold back her British accent, but why? Just let her just be British and just keep pushing.
It was the actor's choice, and the director's like, dude, I'm fucking tired. Let's be done today. Whatever.
I like that
Keep
theory. I like that theory. Very likely.
She is.
But
like
I mean, it is a pretty good plot.
Also, did anybody else get taken back when they went to the Scroll Council and you see Shooter McGavin from Happy?
So glad you pointed that out.
Skrullusy Jones.
Right.
Yes, that's Skrullusy Jones.
Or Tucker Carlson.
Tucker Carlson, yeah. That's...
Fucking Shooter. Man.
Yeah, he weirdly didn't say a lot during that council meeting. I'm expecting him to like do something later, maybe have a turn, because he's kind of quiet.
Yeah, he's an expensive actor. He's not a cheap actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, fuck, dude. Marvel's got Harrison Ford for a movie. They've got the money,
but you got to budget out. You can't just be giving Secret Invasion can't get all that money.
Right. Give me some Secret Invasion money. Give us all some Secret Invasion money. It's Secret Invaders.
And I'm sure Harrison Ford's going to talk in that movie too.
Right. Yeah, he's going to become the Red fucking Hulk, man.
Oh God,
that's his character.
Yes. We know. I just hope we don't see that. I just hope we don't.
Agreed.
It's gonna be a little weird when that happens. It's going to happen.
Can you imagine the Red Hulk pointing at you? Get off my plane!
Oh God!
Plane.
He's an army general. That could actually happen.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
Oh man, if you're listening, please, Marvel, don't do that.
Yeah,
please.
resist the temptation.
I don't care how good it sounded coming out of my mouth. Do not do that.
I mean, if they make Gary Oldman the bad guy, I'm okay with it.
I'm down with it. I'm
You
like,
know what?
okay,
You know what?
you
Never
understand.
mind. I'll take it back.
Yeah, I just had a lot of questions about. Oh, Gravik called the council house Negroes. Wow. All right.
He basically did.
He did, though. He did. He called y'all a bunch of light skins up here. Up here eating the white man's food, drinking the white man's wine. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourselves.
So I got a question for you guys. Actually, I'll save it for a little later. Now that I
You
think
mean the
about
black people?
it. No, I have one for Blake too.
Okay. So minorities, you got a minority question.
BIPOC community.
You know, it's more of like a document. It's maybe like a report, like a minority report almost. You know.
Proceed.
We got Jeff with the minority.
I was mad when I saw that movie. I thought it was gonna be a whole bunch of black people.
Oh man. No, but let me ask you guys a question. Do you think the Skrulls can tell who the original, if they're looking at the human version, if they're looking at their shells as they call them, can they tell who the actual Skrull is?
Yeah, I think so.
I think Skrulls can
Are we
smell
sure?
Skrulls or no Skrulls.
Because they can shapeshift into multiple different shells.
That's true.
Well,
That's true.
you know that's basically the issue in the comics, right? Like Skrulls can't tell other Skrulls. Like that's how, unless they reveal themselves, they can't.
I actually forgot that.
Yeah, they can't tell each other from each other, which is what makes the different factions come in, like, where they've been hiding out on each other for years. But
So my
I got a
question
question for you though, because I got a question for you, Jeff. Because
yes,
I forgot whether or not in the comics are they able to take the powers of the. Is that just in the show?
I think the Super Skrulls are.
Super Skrulls, yeah.
Which I think is what they're building to in the show.
Right, yeah.
Was there only one Super Skrull in the comics?
There ended up being.
It started with just one, but then, and that's why Secret Invasion happened, was because they realized they could make more and more and more. But so my question is, how do the Skrulls know that's Gavik? Couldn't that be any other Skrull parading around a Gavik shell?
It could be, yeah. That's a great point. That's a great point.
But that just shows how
like
loyal
an unspoken rule or
to
something.
the face, though. They're like, listen, I know.
Well, he came in talking real greasy, so that's how it's probably one.
and it really seems like these motherfuckers are just like so like top priority people that they never ever change out of their human face.
Well, which is why someone could take over Gavik real easy if you get the jump on the guy, and then like maybe Gavik was all about peace, you know.
Do you have screeners or something? Have you already watched the
These are just the questions I was having while I was watching
the whole show right now. You like telling
because
what's gonna happen?
Because that's what I do. No, these are again like I actually didn't know until 2:00 today that I actually had this book. Honestly, these are just the questions I had watching the show.
No. I was just joking.
Well, thank you because I was getting sad.
you were well informed. And you got some good theories. I'm just like, man, that sounds like it could actually happen later down the series where like what's his name? The daddy
Dindo Mendo.
Daddy Yankee?
Yeah, the daddy Skrull.
Yeah.
Daddy Skrull.
What if he decides
Nick
like
Fury.
Tedros.
Terry.
What if Tedros is a Skrull? No.
The show makes so much more sense now.
Jackson.
That would be incredible.
I'm sorry, take it all now because I don't even remember what I was.
Yeah,
saying.
do what you want to do.
Now, I think it's probably something like this because I feel like if you're going to be organized, then I would have literally
secret handshake.
a secret thing with every one of y'all. Let's say we're all Skrulls, then I would be like, okay, I got a code word for Blake, Terry, Jeff, Bill, Alex, and that's it. And then we all have our little, it's like a little blockchain of scroll activity and how we communicate.
I will say black people do know when we see black people. You could be in makeup. I'm like, oh, yep, there he is.
You know what? I got a point to that. There's a point.
I was walking down the street and I didn't get the nod back. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? I did not get the nod back.
I'm just saying.
Canada?
I'm just saying, season 3 of Atlanta, when they're on the panel, is that guy black?
Yeah.
And here's the honest truth. You can it's for Black Americans. Every time I'm overseas, I can tell who's like African or like a Black American, and it's by the past them, and they will do it, and like you'll just immediately you start talking.
You gotta quit doing it.
You're like
every time you do it,
and you see it like, oh, what's going on, man?
You gotta start doing it.
They do it.
Every time you do it, I do it, and then
that's how you go.
Eventually, we're just going to start turning off cameras to the echo chamber of nods.
My neck getting tired.
I literally ran into one dude in Japan, and like we were walking past each other, and we did it. And then all of a sudden, after I did it, he just screams, "Black in Japan!" And I was like, "Black in Japan!" And then we just started geeking right then and there about like, yeah, it happens. And I'm like with my new friend, and she's white, and she's like, "What just happened?" And I was like,
"You wouldn't know. You wouldn't get it. Joker smoking there. You wouldn't get it."
Is she white or is she Japanese?
I was about to say he almost told on himself
Okay.
because he over there. He's my new my friend.
Othelius is about to get on your ass, Terry.
Because I was going to say, if she was Japanese, she would be even like and didn't speak English. I would imagine she's even more confused.
Right.
Yeah. Just like,
right.
Just like strangers.
Yeah. I did actually like this scene. Who said they didn't like this part or the scene here?
No one.
No
I didn't like when he gave the dude the karate.
Yeah,
I love when he gave it the karate. We need more chop.
And then like it was all kind of like a coup. I like this like kind of like coup de grace that they had here, with people at the round table also leaning for his actions, and this little speech here is great. Oh,
You can't hear
Gotta
now.
lock each other up in cages. They don't
we already
pay
know what that's
poison.
to.
Okay.
They don't go out of their way to degrade and destroy their own habitat.
Yeah, we do be doing that, man.
Okay.
So,
I did have an issue with that
that's
speech.
the last 50 years.
Mhm.
But so here's my issue with every alien movie or robots taking over movies. Like, look at the humans; they destroy each other, they destroy themselves. Da, 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 da. When the Skrull Kree War happened, the Skrulls were 10 million years old,
Right.
motherfucker. And then the one woman that doesn't stand up even points out, like, yeah, we were that way too. That's why we're on the run. And I just love how every alien species is like, humans are evil and fighting each other. Da, da. It's like, motherfucker, we're like 2,000 years old. We're like a toddler with a shotgun in your mind.
It's racism. They racist towards humans, man.
Yeah.
God, I can't stand it.
I don't like it.
He also has kind of like that, like your freshman year in college energy is like I know everything and I'm gonna take tackle the world. But I did kind of hate the neck chop, the throat chop too, just because like they're like everybody.
Alex throat chopping. Throat chop Alex.
It's right
there. You said you hated it.
I got him.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
No, it's just because like this scene is doing a good job of building the tension of like, oh, there's nothing you can do. Like they're building like just this intimidation without physical intimidation. And after
Unique
that, it just
physical
kind of raises the question, well, why didn't you chop homegirl in the throat when she decided she wasn't?
You know what?
She's
I
a
agree
woman.
with that because you know what he should have said to him. we don't know that those kind of sexual standards apply to the society of the Skrulls, so let's just relax. But anybody could get it. They were getting, you know, their females are warriors, so let's just relax. We don't know if that applies in their culture, but he should have just told him, "Sit your monkey ass down." That would have been way, like, that would have hit way better than him hitting the throat by some manservant.
Now, Sergio, I'm not done yet.
Who do you think you're talking to? I'm the commander of NATO. I can mobilize 1 million troops at the snap of a
That's what happens. That's what happens when you try to do the Thanos snap.
It just gets funnier every time.
And here's the thing with that: like, you watch it the first time, and you're like, "Oh, he's gonna like pick him up. He's gonna sit him down, or he's gonna
kill him."
Yeah, manhandle him somehow. He just does a chop, and like, you have to appreciate the humor in this because, like, it does hurt. Like, I don't know if you've ever played with your friends like this, but like, it hurts, and it's
Blake,
fun.
it doesn't hurt when I move my esophagus to my hand. Come on, buddy.
Bro,
I think it only takes like 3 or 4 pounds of pressure to crush your esophagus, so it's like that shit hurts.
I think it's like 7, but yeah.
I'm the commander of NATO. I can mobilize.
You know what?
1 million troops at the snap of a
What? It's the karate. Yeah. What would have been more intimidating is if he had someone walk up behind him, take on his shell, and be like, "You want to keep being commander of NATO?"
Right. That's true.
You know, like the subtle flex, like. You're replaceable, man.
Something. Yeah. A flex would have been better than the actual.
You guys don't know is that in their human forms, they have their balls in there. Really fucking.
What's that movie?
Where to go to.
What's the movie with with Ben Stiller and Vince Vaughn? The Watch.
Oh yeah.
Aliens, the brains are in their balls, so you have to shoot all of them in their balls.
I didn't. I completely forgot about that.
It's a good flick.
I was thinking the Balchinians from.
It holds up.
Or any character in Rick and Morty.
Oh yeah.
Or any character in Rick and Morty.
Othelius, let's just say, stay away when they sneeze.
Yep. Do not be around. They blow their nose. That's not anything but
And I mean, I really like how the show just feels like a lot different than a lot of things that we get from Marvel. And this shot right here was just
so it's so ominous. I love it.
I was just like, this is that feels very pretty, spy-like, and the coups just we're on and popping now. I love it.
Yeah.
My man's still trying to recover his breath. He's like, I can't breathe.
Like,
it's like, how you want me to stand up?
His balls hurt, man.
You know, I'm sorry. Yeah, give him 5 minutes.
Right.
And I think like that's probably the first time that they actually revealed, went back into Skrull form in a long time, probably.
Right, because that's what Gaia was saying earlier. The longer they stay in the Skrull form, the harder it is for humans or Skrulls to tell that they, I'm sorry, the longer they stay in human form.
Right. So is that why we can't tell what producer Terry is a Skrull or not?
Right.
Bro, you don't want to get replaced, do you? Keep your mouth shut.
That's why he mentioned the black dude choosing to be a Skrull. The Skrull choosing to be a black dude because he chose to be a black dude.
I was like, it's been hard for me.
He's like, don't do it, man. Don't do it. I chose what you chose. That's a bad choice.
Oh my goodness.
Can you imagine being the Skrull child that's born into the black Skrull family? Like, we didn't choose right. Come on, man. We actually had a choice.
It's going to be even creepier when that kid chooses a different race.
Okay. Like, after he learns about Black history in school, I'll be like, why did y'all choose this?
Yeah.
What the fuck, Mom? No.
I'm sorry.
Can we talk about this, the scene where it looks like she's in the computer and there's all like Groot and Co-Obsidian and Extremists and it's like what are we doing here? Jeff, I think you're resident sort of comic booky person. What is going on?
So okay, so that's what those are the DNA samples they're trying to get. so they can make super scrolls. So one of them, I actually realized this last watch through. There's a commercial where we see something. If you guys want, I can say it. If not, I can leave it out. It's no big deal. But one of those. Yep, sure is. Disney's finally like, it's time. Well, excuse me. It's Disney. Disney's finally like, it's time again. But,
I'm sorry.
No, but one of the commercials for Secret Invasion, I realized that like, oh, the thing I saw, that's actually one of those powers. So yeah, and I wanted to put it together.
That is in the trailer.
Yeah,
that is in the trailer now that I think about it.
And it was just it's not the power I normally associate. So I was like, oh, interesting. Okay, yeah.
All right, so they're going to be one of these different things. They're going to be one of them.
That's what I
one or all maybe.
I will say this: it looks like they didn't become this character; they just had this character's power, while still looking like their normal shell.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Like if Wolverine was on that screen, it was like if Talos just popped out some claws.
Okay. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Perfect. Sounds great.
And I'm pulling it up now so we can look at right here. So we have Groot, Frost Beast, who I'm not sure what that is.
I'm guessing that's from Black Widow.
No, I know exactly what that is.
From which one?
Jotunheim.
So that is
Jotunheim
from the first what is it? In game, not in game, but the one before in game.
Cole Obsidian is from Infinity War.
Infinity War, yes. Yes, that's his hand from Infinity War because it got chopped off.
Yeah. So Frost Beast, though. So what are you thinking for Frost Beast?
Yeah.
Oh, it actually says
it's from Jotunheim.
I think that
says Jotunheim.
Jotunheim, yeah.
It's like
But when was Jotunheim? But when did Jotunheim and Earth cross over?
Well, aren't they all in Newfoundland or wherever right now?
Yeah.
But they didn't bring no. That's just the Asgardians, not the Jotunheim. Right. The Jotuns. Yeah.
Maybe they doing some crazy stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think Delvin's right. If it's for anything, it's from the Dark World.
Ain't nobody see that movie. Don't nobody know.
But even then, it's dark elves in the Dark World. Yeah.
But I think in Dark World, there were portals opening up to all the different worlds.
And then there's the fourth one is Extremis, which is Iron Man 3, of course.
Yep. And so I think the interesting thing is, the first Super Skrull in the comics was from the Fantastic Four. So I think they're going to use two of those to make that Super Skrull without having to have Fantastic Four yet.
And I think also, well, never mind. I'm not even going to go into that kind of conjecture on this show.
Okay.
No. That kind
is it the N-word again?
No. I say the N-word enough. I say the N-word a lot. I'll say it. You don't want me to say it. I'll say it right now. I'll say it. No, I just will save that kind of conjecture for the Drunk Banthers podcast.
Okay.
Which could be fun on all streaming platforms.
Yeah. Including YouTube while you're on here. Yeah.
Right now.
We
Open up another tab.
We talked about this a little bit. Rhodey at the council.
Get
Obviously,
roasted.
He's just doing his
so
best.
Dude, this part made me laugh though.
With all of them looking around trying to find Nick Fury.
No,
like he's gonna be there.
With him going, I don't remember if it was here when they're at the diner, but he says like, try not to get any more steaming caca.
That's right here. Yeah, it's right here.
Oh yeah,
like steaming caca. Like Disney can't say shit, but dude, just let it go.
Rhodes,
Nice suit, Armani.
at 1 o'clock. Do me a favor and try not to pop off a nuclear holocaust before you get there.
So it was right before that. He was saying, "I'm cleaning up your steaming caca."
Yeah, it's when they're coming.
And
down
it was god, it was so funny.
Yo, but why is it cool in America to cuss in a different language, but you can't cuss in like our language?
Because Americans are too stupid to learn other languages.
Is that what it is? Okay, you know, I will run with that. I will run with that. I'll take that to the bank and cash that check twice.
He was. That's true.
All right, Samuel Jackson talking all that Alabama stuff, man. It just brought it out of me today. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing idioms.
So I do love this scene 9 as you're pulling it up. Like this was actually one of my favorite scenes. Was when they were, this was fun. I like this a lot.
Yeah, it was a good political debate.
Right. It felt like a real like
inside baseball.
Yeah, black people, black people. This is pretty
right. And yeah, I did like that aspect. It was like, man, help a brother out. And that's
which is why I think Rhodey is a Skrull at this point. Because Rhodey would have never did him like that. Because Rhodey would have been like, yeah, you know what? You're right, brother. I will help a brother out. And because what we've seen of Rhodey over the years,
he ain't Brody no more.
He is, he ain't Brody. No, he's willing to break the rules at times when he knows that it's coming up against it.
Yeah, that's
so
like,
I don't think he is,
except when it goes against his orders.
Well, no, that's
but
kind
even
of like
then, like
MO.
he was like,
sorry. I was just gonna say, yeah, that's kind of his whole MO with just like being Iron Man's buddy. Like he's always breaking the rules. Like, oh, just say it's just a testing exercise. You know, it's a training exercise or something like that. You know, he's the guy who looks the other way.
He's like my little brother's, a bailiff right now in case I get in trouble. You know, in Houston.
Help me out where you can help me out.
That's what the clones are for.
You know. It makes sense.
You think Terry Prime's gonna sit in that cell? No.
Clone Terry got to go to jail. That's jail Terry clone now.
If we're thinking about Civil War, though, Rhodey, you know, he was really much on that kind of. Everyone's going to sign up and take these papers or whatever. And
but he did change his ways, man. He said he was wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like he has bent the rules in certain occasions. So I just feel like he would have bent the rules, especially for his fellow brother man.
But I mean, the entire reason he becomes War Machine is he's following orders. He takes the suit. The entire he becomes Iron Patriot because they want him to be like the American superhero. So like I feel like when the orders come from high enough, he still has trouble he has trouble disobeying them. And his orders he's sent from the president. So I think
come on, man. The president don't tell Nick Fury what to do.
No, he has Rhodey do it.
We've seen him disobey orders when he doesn't want to get his friends in trouble. And it's like, if the president asked me if I want to be Black Iron Man, I'm not going to be like, I don't know. Like, I'm just going to do it.
Yeah, I don't care if it's Donald Trump asks me. I'm going to do it.
Right. And because superheroes don't get paid, but you're like a superhero that's going to get government benefits.
Right.
Shit, sign me up.
Right. You know what your mortgage rates look like? Your mortgage rates go down when you work for the government, man. I'm trying to
you get a retirement plan.
I mean, I think it's also setting it up for his character arc.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe.
But I think they're also setting it up for his character arc because now he's got to overcome this to back Fury up in the final episode.
We're saying the same thing, but I just think that he's going to be a Skrull. But I think his character arc he's going to be a Skrull. You think his character arc is that he's going to come in and help save the day or at some point, like that type of cavalry type thing. I like
it. Both can be true. Both can be true.
Maybe, maybe he is a Skrull and he can help.
Yeah,
he can help.
Maybe he's in a basement with Martin Freeman.
Shit, maybe he's a Skrull on Talos's side.
Right, yeah, that would be crazy. I would love if that happened.
Skrulls in the closet. I'm with you. Yeah.
So I'm gonna say
R. Kelly.
Finally, another Skrull chooses to
be black. Oh, man, special guest appearance by Robert Kelly.
Oh man, R. Kelly. This whole time, R. Kelly was a Skrull.
Was Skrull? Yeah.
I'm gonna put that in the poll right now. Is Rhodes a Skrull? And let's see what people think. But I really did like his response here. It's like, you earned this, brother.
I volunteered. And not to put too fine a point on this, but that mess that you created in Moscow that resulted in getting one of our best people murdered, you earned all this smoke, brother.
You earned all
See
this
the way he
smoke.
says it, the way he tries to say it, just seems so scrolly.
Right.
It seems so scrolly.
It sounded scrolly. Brother didn't.
I'm gonna use
come out
that.
naturally.
It didn't come
That,
out.
I mean, that seemed more to me like the kid who's like, "Dad, I could beat you in basketball." You know, like, okay.
Exactly, Ophelia.
Beat you up, Dad.
No. Terry, I'm gonna use that in my verbiage from now on. When somebody's being a little shifty, I'm gonna be like, "That's kind of scrolly, bro." Like,
Man.
I don't know, man.
So many conversations where people think you're cursing at them in some weird language.
Yeah,
You're acting kind of scruss.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gross.
You two-faced bigoted bitch. Yeah.
I'm Nick Fury. Yeah, you keep on telling yourself that, brother.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, you know,
King.
if you really want to get in there, what you'd say is you were Nick Fury. You know.
Jab. Yeah, that's what Rhodey would have said. Seen, but that's not what the scroll says.
That's right. That's right. Oh my goodness. Also, this scene's sad too when they take the guy out and just shoot him. Oh, I love this scene. Yeah, keep going, keep going.
Dude, she's a psychopath. I love her.
Yeah, she was great.
I was really
She's so great.
It's like, hold on, let me double check.
I was surprised that they showed that. I was like,
wait,
a human finger.
Well,
They
now
didn't show the rest of it though, which was.
I'll bet it's because he's an alien.
Yeah, I feel like that's the only reason that they were able to get past that.
Right.
But still,
Well,
that's
they
a
didn't
human
show the
finger
rest
at
of
first.
chopped off.
The rest of his fingers.
They went in like to insinuate that she went to chopping off the rest of them as well, and like they didn't show that. You know.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I didn't get that at all. I got it as the first finger was just to prove he's a Skrull, so now she knows. So then she pulls out the syringe and is like, well, you're going to have a bad day.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm
was that like special
misremembering.
scrolls?
I mean, I smoked a lot of weed.
Juice or something?
Yes,
Yeah, I mean,
essentially.
really
It
was
must
like
be,
a
right?
COVID. It was like a COVID for the scrolls, essentially. Like just
A Scrovid?
Scrovid.
Scrobid for the scrolls.
And I love it. Put it in my arm.
I was just like, okay.
Okay, but do you know what that made me think? That he can move the stuff in his arm around, so like it won't get to the rest of his body.
Right.
For sure.
She was like, I know where to put this motherfucker. But the effects of how he just starts
burning up,
bubbling, I was like, damn, that
It was
looks
amazing.
crazy. That looks really good.
It looked great. Yeah, I was like, ooh, I'm like, feel like I'm burning up.
Going through it.
Y'all ever took that medicine that everybody thought worked, that like burn your blood up with
COVID vaccine? Yeah.
No, so it can get rid of your so you can take it, so you can pass a marijuana test. Y'all ain't never heard of that?
Oh yeah.
I forgot what it's called.
Yeah,
niacin. Yeah,
Take
niacin.
a whole bunch of niacin.
Burn your blood up, boy. That thing will burn you up. That's what it looked like he took.
Oh, baby.
That was me one time, right there.
I feel like that's a lot of people after Taco Bell. That's all I'm saying.
I feel like that's the guy taking a leak when he's like, I should get tested.
Yo, man, you know what? You make me. I'm about to go get some Taco Bell after this, man.
Please don't say that out loud. I'm Mexican. I'm so offended. I'm the most offended I've been.
Man, I ate a burrito. I ate a real taco the other day.
That makes me happy, but when you say Taco Bell, that makes me sad.
You the one brought it up. Now I gotta eat it.
That's just the rule.
So guys,
I need the
so haggis.
Haggis. Hey,
have fun with that one.
But for real, Bill, that's kind of scrolly, bro. Don't do that. Come on.
That's a little scruss.
That's
a
little scruss right there, bro. Come on.
I like Taco Bell.
Why she put it in his ass though?
That's the best way to deliver
You see
medicine.
how he did it? He's just
With
like he
that
starts
butt,
spilling
dude.
all the juice after
Well,
that. But yeah, look at that. Look, that
Tell you what,
incredible. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. That seems like
that's like when you take too much pre-workout. That's it.
Like exactly. Like you can see like the crack starting to show and everything. I was like, man, that looks actually fucked up.
Not great. Yeah.
Yeah, imagine they have like a pretty comparable budget to the other shows, but they don't have to spend it because like they're not blowing shit up every 10 minutes, so they can put like a lot of time and energy into and money into those kind of scenes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just want to say I really liked Olivia Colman, like how she noticed like when she came in, she was like, "Where's the escape hatch?"
Before we get started,
sorry, Nine, you were about to say.
Oh no, I was just gonna go to the next part, but you guys can talk about this.
Well, quick. She was just so calm when she was kicking that fucker over. Just like, okay, bye. Your friends are here. Let's go. It's like Mary Poppins of torture. It was hilarious.
Right. It was great. And I do like how we're to believe like she's aware that like they're gonna come in and they're probably I'm gonna be here and I'm not, but I don't want to be here for too long, and just leaves the other people hanging out to dry. Doesn't warn them why she wants an escape hatch. Doesn't tell them that like, hey, look out for this or be on the look. And she's just like, I'm not here for you. I'm actually just here to get information and leave y'all to do whatever. That's very that's very Scruss right there. But
yeah,
I
British
liked
people
it.
are good spies, man. British spies are good, man. I do a lot of reading on spies. They really are good. And she played it real calm. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been here before.
And that's the thing. It's so much like if you're gonna torture someone, it's so much creepier when you're a calm, sweet old lady.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, if I'm getting tortured and Olivia Colman walks in the room, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
yeah, I thought y'all gonna bring in. I thought y'all gonna bring in.
All right, what do you want to know? I'm telling you everything.
Yeah,
this isn't getting better.
Don't even do nothing, Miss Lady. You can just sit down. I'll just tell you everything.
I was a little curious about that too. Did you already touch on that? Like, who did she put the Russian guy on the phone with?
Right, I thought that was kind of weird. Like,
that's interesting.
Like, who was she?
Just knew his boss. Just knew his boss.
It had to be like
it must have been right.
The walk-in, yeah. Well, who? It had to be who?
It had to be that guy's boss, right?
Yeah.
Like he had to be like Russian intelligence. What are they called? The Spaznet or whoever. He had to be one of them.
Oh yeah, it's
the KGB.
KGB's
it's
gone.
not the KGB anymore,
right?
But whatever they are now,
RFB or some shit. I don't know.
Because she's what MI5.
MI5, yes.
So
she's supposed to be the Nick Fury of MI5.
That's what they want you to think.
But yeah, that's the weird. That's the funny thing about this show.
She's the Chick Fury. Yes.
Oh,
good one.
It
was
right in front of us.
Take comedy points.
Their back and forth did make it seem like they probably slapped cheeks, knocked boots. You know what I'm saying?
That was his pre-Skrull days.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day.
Fucking Yankee Doodle went to town.
Right. Riding on
London Bridge.
London
Bridge.
I think we know who his pony was.
He put a feather in her hat and he made some macaroni.
We used to take the train out of Alabama and, she used to rub on my leg a little bit.
He was playing doctor with the MI5. That's what the story was about, actually.
That's exactly what it was about. That's all it was about.
So you know what did drive me crazy about that scene? And it's such a small part of it. When the Skrulls go to get into the meat locker, they put those like fancy like thermal things on the hinges to cut it.
Try to open the door first.
No, that's not what drove me crazy. They only put it on the top one and the middle one. There was one hinge left. Just put it on the bottom hinge too.
Well, I'm about to play the beginning of that scene.
Also, she kind of locked the door with that meat hook thing, and then when the door falls, the meat hook's
It's
just
not even
gone.
there. It's not even there. Yeah.
Well, it didn't seem like I thought that she was hanging it too. I mean, locking it or something too. But like the way that the door opens, it wouldn't have been a lock. It would have just been like a Home Alone situation where you hit your head when you walked in or something.
No. It would have been locked.
No, because there was a
So here's the bar.
Yeah.
And like the sides of the door are like here and here, and the hook for it was right here. So it would have been like, kunk, kunk,
Yeah, it
kunk.
just would have went.
I thought it opened the other way.
Nope.
No,
Okay.
it opened like that. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like when like there's two like big wide ones, and you put the mop handle through it. You know.
Mm-hmm.
It would
Yeah,
have
like
kind of.
it's not like a door. It's not like a house door. It's like a refrigerator door.
So when Jeff is keeping people captive, he definitely doesn't play that shit. And
No.
all of this.
No, yeah. Y'all know
I'm
Jeff
smart
got
about
people
this. I
locked
start
up
by
in the
cutting their Achilles. Get rid of the pinky toe. You know, come on, be smart.
But the old boss is
All right,
like,
hostile.
yo, let me get me a goddamn sausage, pause. And this motherfucker is when everything goes down. And I
Was
really
the last
love
sausage he ever got.
I love the shot. Didn't get to stop it. Love it. And I like how he like just knew
He ain't gonna be in episode 4.
Right. Man, he died quicker than the people in the submarine.
Gavik or whatever. I was like, not
Yo,
Gravik.
Can we talk about Gravik for a second?
Yes.
Okay.
Lots of seconds.
I don't really like this dude who plays him. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like him.
Wow.
I never really liked him in anything before this, ever.
What's he been in before this?
He was in One Night in Miami, whatever it's called, and then he was in this one movie called Noel. He was in a lot of other things, but it's not good. And in this, he has done quite well so far. But another problem that I've always had is that there's no one who's gonna cut this man's hair. What's up with his fade? His edge up is always messed up. Like, is there no one who can do this man's hair for one show, one movie? His edge up's always like crossways, and I mean,
Bro,
his
I
hair's
think it's to
always
show.
nappy.
I think it's to show that the Skrulls don't have barbers, like very good barbers. They're not good barbers.
Do
You can
Skrulls
pretend-
need
Hang on.
barbers?
You can pretend to be black,
he
but
chose-
like you gotta have soul to cut somebody's hair, bro. Like you can't fake soul. That's all I'm saying. Like you can't fake the funk. You gotta
It's
do
just
it or not do it.
It just
I
feels
really
like
need
he's
to
getting
see
his hair
Skull
cut
Baby.
at home and then like doing it himself, and then he comes on set. Like, come on, man, somebody do some black hair in Hollywood, please.
Do you think he's just looking in the mirror and just like changing the hair over and over? And it's like,
That would be
oh
hilarious.
no, let's try a fade. Not feeling that. How about like a high top? No, not the high top.
Great
I would love
scene,
it if he landed on this after
Great
several
scene,
choices.
I
I was
don't.
like, that move right there, I was like, okay, yeah, this motherfucker's not playing around.
That I agreed. I like that move when he hung. We talking about when he hung him on
When
the
he hooked
hook.
him?
When he hooked him?
Yeah.
When he hooked him?
When he
I'll
turned
take
the
that
dude
right back.
upside, when he turned the dude around and flipped him on his head, I was like, oh baby, that's some John Wick shit right there. Right here, this move. That's dope.
And when he did that, I was like, I forgot he's strong.
He hooked him. That shit was dope. Like,
Yes, and maybe I feel like he's doing a great job because he hasn't said much, and he doesn't have a lot to do. But he's doing the stoic air. Sometimes that's harder to do when you don't have a lot of lines. It's harder to pull off a performance. So
Ask Keanu Reeves. Like he had 50 lines in the third movie, and like he and some of them are, a lot of them are so like shooting everything. Yeah.
What was Schwarzenegger with Terminator 2?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
For the first Terminator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that. A lot of grunts. They're like, all right, grunt now. And you're like, ah. And they're like, okay, got it. next scene.
okay, let's see.
All right, we're gonna do it one more time. Just do it.
I want that to be my text message notification. Just like
not even Arnold Schwarzenegger really saying it. Like I'm just gonna play.
And it just gets louder too. It'd be like, and then it'd be like,
louder and longer. Like, answer this text message, David.
Right.
Get to the text message chat.
It actually makes me think about like how much Vin Diesel gets paid for his Groot lines.
For saying,
but he does Groot in different languages too. He does like 23 different languages.
You're so Groot.
So what?
Yeah.
We're talking about 45 minutes of his day.
Okay. So in T2, Schwarzenegger's only says 700 words, and he got paid $15 million. So that averages out to $21,429 per word.
That's dope.
That's great.
I'm glad we got that set up. I'm glad you said that because now I know exactly.
You know what's going to make it? You know what's going to make this? The numbers. The numbers remind me of when you find out how much Floyd made during the Manny Pacquiao and Conor fight per second.
Right? Yeah,
and it's way more than that because
it's
was like
more than some GDPs.
It was $300 million per fight,
and you're not even counting what he bet on himself.
Which he notoriously does every single fight. Yeah, notoriously.
In boxing, you can
in
bet
boxing, not in MMA. You can't bet on yourself in MMA. Like Dana White's done away with that. But
which is still silly because if you're at least just betting on yourself, then you're not throwing a fight.
Yeah. But what about the times you don't bet on yourself? That's the problem with that. But we don't want to get into the baseball.
Right, that's a whole thing.
Yeah, that's when I know who to bet on.
Yo soy Groot. Yeah.
He's me for real. But here's what you were talking about, Jeff, right here.
Yeah.
1, 2.
Okay.
All right, I'm out.
There should be one at the bottom too.
If you watch, you see the bottom hinge when it falls.
Yeah.
And then that hook's not there where the thing is.
The hook's not even on the door.
It's not even, yeah, exactly. It's not even on the door.
Right.
Like, it's a little thing, but little continuity errors like that drive me insane.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Clearly, he knew that the bottom run was already loose, so he didn't like.
They did their research.
They know what they're doing.
Good.
But yeah, that would have made a good Skrull walks into a bar joke if they kept it.
Just slap the shit out of it.
How would that joke go? Be like a Skrull walks into a bar. Who is he?
And then I get graphic.
It's a 45-minute joke.
Yeah,
hey, but he didn't walk into a barbershop. We know that.
I know that, but that's what I'm talking about. Nah, that's what
okay. Yeah, we get old boy. We're gonna be.
Look at his edge.
He gets shot. Amelia Clark is like super sad about it. Old boy is super sad about it. He was like, "Yeah, we going home."
Did we make it home, Peyton? Almost there, bro.
They literally killed this man like a dog.
Because he's a snitch.
Well, yes. But like two things there. One, they did it in front of the kid whose second day it was. And it's like, he's going to be a great recruit. Let's go kill people in front of him.
Right.
You gotta learn, bro. You gotta learn today. You know what it is? When you're on the block and you mess up the count,
you're gonna learn today.
I guess the Bordeaux Kudins are at least a little nicer. They just take a finger the first time.
Right.
But anyway.
I feel like this is fitting for that scene.
The nigga swung his body to the side.
I feel like that's appropriate.
but the other issue I have with that scene, so they just leave. Skrulls turn back when they're dead. So they just left a Skrull body in the woods where like a hiker can find it?
Yes.
Most likely.
That seems very bad if you want to keep a secret invasion secret.
Maybe he decomposes. Maybe Skrulls decompose like, paper.
Yeah, they older, so they decompose.
We don't know
faster.
how many Skrulls are back there either.
Right.
Yeah, that's probably where they just drop all the dead Skrulls at.
Right.
The graveyard.
And it's also too, I think it's implied that it's in the area where there's all the radiation, so ain't nobody going out there anyway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
I
think it's about
Chernobyl or whatever.
Yeah.
Chernobyl?
Yeah. All the Instagrammers go to Chernobyl and
Chernobyl.
Such a good energy drink.
Brought to you by Chernobyl.
I don't care what anyone says. I fucking love that movie. It's so stupid.
But yeah, so this is where we meet the Skrullusy that Fury's getting. And I
thought
like,
it was a Ninja Turtle at first.
Skrilla is scroll currency.
Skrulls are not hot. Like as a green alien, Skrulls are not hot. Like Gamora, green alien.
Yeah, but
Boy.
on that, I'm knocking that out. I'm
Come
shooting up the
on,
club
boy.
on Gamora, but this,
You know,
no, not
Or those
like
green
the Skrulls
Twi'leks from
as
Star
green.
Wars.
Oh yeah, definitely give me a or a blue one, green or a blue one because they come in different colors. Give me, I want all colors of them. But like Skrulls,
Man, Terry's gonna join the Star Wars world and taste the rainbow.
bruh. Like, come on, you gotta think about it. And like in Star Trek, there had to be like some scientist that like figures out like what aliens can bone.
Good
with
news,
aliens.
it all matches up.
yeah, man.
We match.
I don't care. Look, I would mess with Nebula before I mess with the Skrulls, man. Like,
Right? Even Nebula kind of fine.
Samuel Jackson must have found, excuse me, Nick Fury must have found a deep connection with this young lady.
Or he's like, hey, I got a movie for you to watch tonight. You're gonna want to pay special attention to this actress.
You know what? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe them old, Skrulls are what, like 130? So like he said, Talos.
Yeah,
like
Talos is 130.
Yeah.
And he said that's not even 40 in human years.
Exactly. Well, you don't know what somebody done learned in 130 years of popping cheeks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You don't
he's
know.
been all around the galaxy.
You know what I'm saying? She might know.
I guess I'm being judgmental. I should be more open minded. You know?
It's Pride Month. You need to let everybody acceptance and all that good shit. You need to, you know what I'm saying? You can't be hating on some and then not be like, nah, fuck a green.
In 2 days, in 2 days you can hate again.
Yes.
2 days, man. Give it some time.
You can say what Tedros said. He said, I'm not gay.
I gotta still make that. I still gotta make that.
Yeah, Terry, you can say whatever you want next month because that's America month. So you can say whatever you want.
Man, okay, guys, how great would it be if next episode one of the Skrulls is Tedros?
Tedros.
It's gonna happen.
I lose my shit. It'd be the best episode of anything ever.
I can't hear Tedros without saying Tedros.
Say the whole thing.
Yeah.
Well,
A pimp
I
named
want to
Tedros.
also talk about the marketing that's been going off with this, and we got this from Secret Invasion here. So if you guys can see, they posted this. Skrulls have been here longer than you think, and I was looking at this like,
Wow.
One of the Guardians are Skrulls, but no, you gotta like zoom in a little bit. See if I can.
Oh, I see it.
There. So the Skrulls were at the event, like just in the background there.
That's clever.
Guardians, but then also we have news.
It just has so much nostalgia when you walk in. So tell me,
just
Skrulls are just like in the background of news reports.
Oh, that's great,
dude. That's like what that movie Smile did.
Yeah,
at those baseball games.
Smiles, yeah. I didn't even see the movie.
There he is. There he is.
And then
Again, they're bad at the secret part, guys.
Right. Yeah, like
man.
You're out of public.
I'm not to be a Skrull.
It's not so secret invasion.
Right, not so secret invasion.
Also, it's funny. It's all ABC. Yeah, it's all ABC News too. So I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah,
They ain't
no,
letting
baby,
NBC.
get that Disney
Disney money.
Okay, so it's the Disney
the House of the Mouse
news program.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking mouse.
Right. Okay, that makes sense.
I better not hear you talking that kind of shit about me, Jeff. I'll tell you what, buddy. Come all the way to Austin and open up a Disneyland.
Please, I guess. I don't
Oh,
know.
you think Tony Stark's back now? We're trying to put a Disney World back in the red sword out there.
Oh god.
Get that shit on me.
Oh god, just kidding. Oh no.
Oh baby.
Yeah,
gonna get taken off
Nick Fury isn't wearing the ring, which is like, okay, she has like I don't know. I guess there's wedding customs in Skrullusy that are similar to humans for her to be mad that he doesn't wear his ring.
No, I think she's adopted the human culture there.
You just
Yeah, facts.
How great would it have been if he disappeared when he put it on?
Women
Straight
are
Lord of the
jealous.
Rings shit.
Women are jealous all across the universe.
So
also let's think about this for a second. We're 2 episodes in, and he's just now been like, "Hey, baby, I'm home." Like, bro, no,
You've been on
that's
a
not how that
spaceship
works.
this whole time.
Well, but she could have been on the spaceship with him. She's a
Probably
Skrull.
not. Probably not. Probably not.
I'm sure it's going to be a conversation.
She got visitation rights. and shit.
Right? Yeah.
She get cordial visits.
Right? She might have a spaceship in the garage or some shit. We don't
Probably
know.
not.
That could be true. That could be.
Soft
I'm
no.
going with probably not.
Transporter.
Yeah, soft no.
You don't know what types of sex toys Skrulls got. Maybe she sent him with like some bomb ass sex toy. He's like, hey, we'll stay close.
Who
I
knows?
mean, she can turn her mouth into anything. So
Hold on,
So-
hold on, relax.
It's a sex toy.
Relax. Nice. You done moved on from Maria real quick.
yeah, I
Scroll tide, that right there. That's it.
Hey,
Oh man,
That's
Fury
great.
was a rolling scroll.
Oh,
That's it right
wow.
there. Bingo.
How many scroll puds do we get in one
Don't
episode?
ask. We can do more.
It's gonna get worse.
But I thought it was kind of interesting that they used, and I'm going to play like literally 4 seconds of it because they used Otis Redding.
Almost.
Show a little
The one from
tenderness.
the Otis song from
Otis. Yeah,
Watch
it
the
was
Throne.
I'm so glad you brought that up, man, because that's exact. Like as soon as that music played, I was like, "Oh, whoever this," I was like, "That's his boo."
Yeah.
I knew it because
Yeah.
they're setting us up. Like, why you gonna be playing sexy music on the kids channel? You know what I'm saying?
Black
Like,
sexy music. Yes.
they setting
Well,
it up. Like,
I just
oh.
immediately thought of the Jay-Z Kanye song when I heard it. I'm like, oh, where's
Yeah.
somebody's a Kanye fan, low key. They're like, I'm gonna just throw this in there.
That's true too.
Kanye West might be a scroll for real though. So
Facts. We don't know.
Kanye is a scroll.
That's like in Men in Black
It's
with
a lot of how it's shown.
with Michael Jackson being an alien.
Oh yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Or like, oh, he wants tickets to the Bulls game. Ask Dennis Rodman. He's from that planet.
Right.
Yes. Michael
Not hiding
Jackson.
too well.
Michael Jackson's not an alien. Is that what you're trying to say?
He was.
He wasn't an alien. Okay.
We got the documents proof. Let's do this. Let's get right into the IMDb scores. We start to round this out because I feel like I hope that this each one sort of makes
We
improvements.
also have episode trivia this time.
Ooh,
First time in a while.
lay it on it. Lay it on us. Jeff.
I don't think we've
All
ever
right.
been here for that.
We got so the thing was like a lot of back when we started doing like David stuff, a lot of episodes had trivia, but for a long time, for some reason, trivia kind of just went away. So we got 3 pieces of trivia in this one. One, Charlene Woodard, who played Samuel L. Jackson's wife in The Secret Invasion, previously played his mother in M. Night Shyamalan's Unbreakable.
Wow.
Oh shit.
Whoa.
Oedipus complex.
Little
Let's do it.
incestuous, yeah.
Yeah.
That's gross.
Two, and this one says warning spoilers. I guess the spoilers if you can read. On the computer screen Gaia is searching, you can clearly see a Groot on the screen.
Ooh,
So I guess
did not know. All right.
so reading is spoilers now. And then the last one is the start of the episode is set in Brixton, London, 1997, with an establishing shot over the city. However, there are many prominent structures which were not built at the time. The most famous of these is the Shard, which can be seen in the top right of the frame. It was completed in 2012.
We also got to bring up how that area. This is a little other trivia, right? That area was the home of where the Jamaican immigrants were brought in from, and which is direct contrast or in direct parallel to what we're talking about now with, Skrulls trying to live amongst humans,
Find a home and stuff like
and
that.
find a home and still hold on to their culture at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So yeah, there's a lot of symbolism in this.
I like
Yeah.
it. I like that.
They should have used that tidbit that I just used instead of the Groot one. Like that was
Dude,
ridiculous.
sign up for IMDb. Throw that shit on there. Anyone can have trivia.
I love it. Well, let's get right into the score real quick. Jeff, you see it.
I got it.
Let's go around. Everybody,
I will
drop
say,
it. Drop
I'll
it in
give
the
you one
comments.
quick thing.
Okay.
We got 2,343 votes.
Okay.
That's a lot.
That's a good amount. That's a solid amount. Everybody drop your score. We got Othelius with the 7. Banthas, let's go to you first. Give me some scores.
I'm going 8.6.
Ooh.
Yeah, my rating for this episode is an 8.9. Only thing that messed it up was the train scene for me. But I'm thinking it's gonna be 8.8.
Okay. Wow.
I'm gonna go.
I'm only one down. You see what I'm saying? You see how I did
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go.
Prices right, that shit.
I'm gonna go 8.7.
Oh.
Producer T.
Got a Prices Right.
I was feeling the 8.7 too.
We can go 8.7.
Okay.
I'll share that with you. I like you. You're scroll, but I like you.
I'll say solid 8.
Solid
Okay.
8.
Solid 8.
You guys are gonna be pissed. 7.6.
Wow.
Whoa. It's the old man it's the old man Sam Jackson. I'm telling you.
It's the lack of action. It's these people who can't have a Marvel anything without like the blow shit up.
No,
I would
I
like to
love
see
this
the
podcast.
distribution of that, but
Yeah, I thought it was a great episode, and like, sorry.
No, go keep going.
Yeah, I like how this show just kind of, I don't know, it is developed. It lends to intrigue. Like there's so many things about just like the concept of the show that every single little moment, like one of the people in the chat was like, who was that call from? Like it doesn't need to be important. Like honestly, that could not be revealed later.
Has none.
But it plants these seeds in your mind where you're just questioning everything, and I really love that aspect of the show. Like it's
I hate when people say plants a seed in your mind. It feels weird to me. I just visualize it.
Does it?
Don't put those seeds in my mind.
So 9. A couple, just quick scroll. One person rated it 4 because it's bleak and dismal, which means like, get over it. Sorry, it's not the shiny poppy shit. But someone rated it a 2 because Pakistan as EU member is a disgrace to Europe.
Roll Tide. No, I'm joking.
So just shit like that.
Scroll Tide.
Scroll Tide. Wow, that's a Bossa Nova comment right there.
Yeah.
I'd rate it a 1 actually because Colby Smulders is not in the episode. So.
Wow,
she was in the box. It's fine.
R.P. Colby.
Dude, that
he was in the episode. Yeah. He was in the episode.
Oh man! All right, I only got one more note. 9. Can you pull up when Fury was getting in that SUV at the end?
Yeah.
So just this was something that made me laugh. And yeah,
like it wasn't like a Jeep or something.
Yeah, it was like a Jeep. It was right before he went to see his wife. Yeah, right here. So just like right when he gets behind the wheel, something really funny happens.
Range Rover.
He switches to his driving cap.
Oh, he does have a different
you know.
cap on. He got a different cap.
That's cute.
Right.
That's some real life old black man shit right there. That's
so great.
Pulls out his driving gloves.
I was just about to say the only thing was missing was the driving gloves. That's some old Alabama black man shit, right?
Roll Tide.
Scroll Tide.
Scroll Tide.
Can we get that on a shirt? Othelius, do something to help us. Give us a logo of
we
Scroll
need
Tide.
that. Let's
We need
get
that.
that. Put that on a t-shirt. Is Othelius the person I need to tell put it on a t-shirt? Because I love saying put it on a t-shirt.
No, that's exactly it. Scroll Tide stickers coming at a 900-yard shop near you.
Right.
Did you guys talk last time? Because I wasn't here. Did you talk about the theme song, or the opening credits and everything?
We did, but if you can talk about it, because everybody gave their thoughts.
Did you talk about why it looks so weird?
Because it's AI.
Because it's AI. Yeah. I
It's
thought
because
that
of the
was
hackers.
actually a pretty cool call.
It's because of the hackers.
I actually like that they did it in the AI though.
Yeah, I think it was like a really good. It's on theme with the
That's
premise
why.
of the show.
Yeah.
And also they had actual artists actually working on it, so nobody lost their job. People, nobody lost their job.
Yeah, I feel like the AI stuff, kind of like the AI aesthetic that's really popular now, kind of, I guess, cheapened this aesthetic, because like if it wasn't so popular, people would be just like, oh, that's interesting, and like kind of like the Scream paintings. But now people are just their point of reference is the AI shit.
Right.
Do you also think that, so like, were there parts where it was real art and then AI, and it's like, so you're basically wondering like what's real and what's not?
That's the whole
Just like
point,
Scrolls,
right?
just
That's
like
what the whole
Scrolls.
point of it
Yeah.
is the scrolls. Well, who's real, who's not. Great
I
point.
did think this specific image was funny because this looks like one of the Watchers.
Yeah,
yeah,
I thought it. Yeah, I thought it was. It really looked like, gave me some Green Lantern vibes. I was like,
Or the Spectre.
Martian Manhunter.
Martian Manhunter, all those that have nothing to do with this.
With Marvel.
Right.
Weird
So-
black and green people. Yeah.
I don't know if Marvel's the same way. I would assume it absolutely is. But in DC, you have to have action in a story, in a comic. You can't just... So like there's one where there's a bunch of kids from a cancer ward that the Justice League takes to the moon. And it's a very sweet story. And the only way the writer was able to make it is if in the first 2 pages, like it shows them defeating like a giant robot or some shit.
Nah.
Okay,
So like, no,
that's
you have to have action.
That's not a Marvel trope. You can read 3 books Marvel in a row and nothing have happened. Like no action, no action.
Man,
Like,
I'm trying to think. I don't think I've ever read any of those books. Then.
No, I mean, like, Spider-Man, especially Spider-Man's notorious for it. They'll have
oh yeah,
a couple of comics with no action, but like
I remember
X-Men
there was
has done
one
it as well,
that was like
X-Men.
that. Yeah, that's a good point. All right, yeah.
Nice.
But that's a great point about DC. I didn't really even realize that until you just said it. I was like,
Well, I was wondering if that's why the shows are always like, there's got to be a lot of action because like they're trying to follow that script or some shit,
Yeah.
Right. Well, speaking of action, I think that's the rounding out of all of ours. Was there any final notes? Let's go around the table as we sort of wrap up everything. Producer T, any final notes?
I just kind of like how they reveal that Nick is getting that Skrullusy. Like me and Lord Slug, he came up with a theory that he thought Gavik might have been Nick Fury's abandoned son or some shit. And I was like, I can kind of see it, but we kind of just found out no, that's not the case.
That's not the case.
Right.
But he still gets
Well-
Skrullusy, and he might have some half scroll kids. We don't know.
Again, how do we actually know that's the real Gravik? It could
Right.
be Fury's kid.
oh, I would like a situation where Gravik is like his estranged son, like his like a son I never had type situation, because
I feel like that would make sense. Yeah.
Yeah, that would
I
be
think
a good-
I think they're building towards that.
I think that's what it's getting at. Yeah, I like that. Jeff.
What you smoking on? What the hell just happened? Oh, this comedy.
Oh, this racism is killing me. I love it. Jeff, final notes on this episode, man.
I gotta get me a driving cap.
That's
it. That's all I got.
I like it on
This
you.
says
I
scroll
like it on
scroll
you.
tide. That's right. We need driving cap. Scroll tide. Drunk Banthas, final notes on this.
Well, obviously, Scroll Tide is one of the final. Yeah, we've already. I mean, you go ahead.
I mean, yeah. Sam Jackson is in his bag. Alabama, Scroll Tide.
Oh, and Black Actors.
Yeah.
Love
Good
it.
shit,
9
good shit.
final notes.
The rest of the poll. So we got
That's a
a
good
few
final
votes
note.
here. Is Rhodes a scroll? We have 67% saying yes, 33% saying no. So we are leaning to him being a scroll, and I think they do have a big opportunity to do that. So we'll see. How many episodes is this going to be? By the way,
6.
I think that
Six.
there's 6.
You know what?
The real
Now,
six.
And they're going to
not
cut it
idol
short,
six.
and it's going to be
Yeah.
5. Yeah. Not idol
We
six,
all want the same thing.
Yo, I don't feel like, because of the poll. Now I feel like it's gonna be an okie doke, and now he's gonna be just Rhodey.
Yeah,
Just
you
be
feel like it's too obvious now?
yeah. Now I'm like, damn. Now everybody think that. Damn.
I think it's gonna be he's a scroll for Talos.
I would love that.
Yeah,
He's just always been a friend of Tony Stark as a scroll.
Right.
could be that. Could be he actually died when he landed,
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
the thing about
or it could be he's off world with Captain Marvel.
He
Oh,
is.
I like
that's
all
the whole
that.
point of the Marvels. If you see the preview, like again, we talked about this when you weren't here, Jeff. But like in the continuity of things, does this take place before the Marvels, or does he go back at the end of the show and then the Marvels takes place? We don't really know, but we know he's in space when the Marvels.
I'm saying real Rhodey could be off world with Captain Marvel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna say, but I mean, I'm gonna say in the comics they bump in bits,
right?
Yeah.
So there's a bit of an age difference now. I don't know.
Right. A little bit.
Waka paka ping pong, baby. I like it. I'm with it.
I mean, how old's that Skrullusy Fury's getting? There's age differences all over the place.
That's a good point. We were talking about aliens and nothing.
Yeah, Alex, it's like a challenge, you say? Sounds interesting.
Yeah, come on, Alex.
The older the Skrullusy, the better the juice.
Man, it's the green. Man, it's the greener the Skrullusy. You know this.
Well, she greener than a motherfucker too.
On that note, I don't think it gets any better than that.
It
Let's
does
start
not.
to head out of here. James Rhodes, where can people find you if they want to reach out to you?
Well, you can try and Skype Don Cheadle's driveway at littledickie2.com. It's because of the hackers. Because of the hackers. Because of Scrackers. You can try and find Jeff Madel on Facebook, Madel Jeff on Instagram, or if the heat ever breaks, you can try and find me walking around Austin.
Mm-hmm. Love it. Producer T, where can people find you?
Always at my main Instagram at terryfphotos, or still get your pens at Pendependence. And let's see if I can share my newest design right quick that's coming out for the crazy people who want to go see Oppenheimer and then see Barbie on the same day. Barbieheimer. I think I'm actually going to do that shit too.
That's such a good one.
If I had the time, I would.
Kirsten's going to buy 12 of them.
Yeah, so here, if you want the Barbieheimer, there you go. It's about to drop.
Can you share that, Nine?
Let's see here.
Oh,
yes.
Fan about to drop. So
Yes, I love it.
Nice. I love it. I love it. Banthas, where can people find y'all? Again, thank y'all so much for being essentially we were just here. You're just another nerd with the Nine crew.
Hey man, I always appreciate the invite. Like, you guys can check us out on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Twitter, IG, TikTok, likewise, all the internet things at the Drunk Banthas. We're covering Righteous Gemstones every week on the podcast right now. I'm very excited to watch our new episode because I got so drunk I completely forgot that we did it.
Yeah, he was drunk. I was looking at him like, "Yo, dog, you faded, cuz." You know what I'm
I
saying?
woke up this morning and was like, "Oh man, we forgot to do the episode." And I was like, "Oh no, it's not."
No, we didn't.
You sweating in there, Alex?
Payday.
So yeah, check that out.
Everybody go check out Uncle Baby Billy.
I just also want to say on the episode It Doesn't Hold Up where we covered TMNT 2, Secret of the Ooze, Blake was a special guest and he was hilarious. I actually got to listen to that episode recently and got your
bro, it was so great. It was
so sad I missed that one.
You can tune. Guess what, Jeff? You can tune in on YouTube. It's
No. So sad I wasn't there for that one.
You still get to tune in.
This intro right here. Too. Like, just opening up on Blake's face right here. Watch. I'm just gonna. That's all right.
You look like Kano grew up and got sad.
Wait, who's this other white guy? What the fuck?
That's Noah. Noah.
That's just a scroll.
That's our homie Noah. Check him out.
Yeah.
At I don't know and on everything at I don't know.
Yeah, he's the third Bantha.
Third Bantha.
Love it. All
He's
right.
the token White Bantha.
He does all of our art. He does all our art. Sorry, yeah. But there.
So good. Everybody go follow Drunk Banthas, and if you're in one of those shows, or if you want to know if TMNT 2, The Secret of the Ooze, holds up.
It does.
It doesn't. Well, everybody go check out the episode.
Go check out the episode.
Oh, I would have had words.
You can find me in person. 9, where can people find you if they want to reach out to you? What are you doing?
Just talking Scully.
Sorry.
Guess he's going to be in New York stalking Miss Smulders.
No, you can find me right here, my dear boy, and it's real. It's authentic. No scrolls here, except for questionably this guy right here, but.
The other guy.
Yeah, join the Discord. We got some memes going in the Discord provided by Athelius Maximus. They're hilarious. Also, join Patreon. That's $1, and
Scroll dollar or American dollar?
Yes,
that's true. That's true.
Great
Due to inflation.
Due to inflation,
the dollar is changing quite a lot.
It's scrolltion.
And scrolltion.
Scroll face.
Bad guy.
Scroll face. But yeah, it's 9 Nerd Yards on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. Come say hi. Come talk shit. We love it.
Talk shit. Love it.
Hey, Blake.
Yeah.
Where can people find you?
Thought you'd never ask. I want to tell y'all, but I also want to share this. Blake looked like the one white guy in the Thank you. That's great. I'll take
background. He was the drummer for Kenny G's band.
Don't make me do it. I'll do
Scroll
it.
Tide.
You could find me. Yeah, you could find me on Scroll Tide at scrolltide.com. I'm just kidding. Money Blake Weather on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. You can find my other podcast, Unfiltered Bachelor. Or you can find me here Tuesdays breaking down Ultimate Fighter with Kurt Heilebaugh, who is on the channel and will, if anybody has ESPN Plus, he will be fighting on the show next weekend, and he'll be breaking down his fight like right after the show. So July 4th ain't just full of fireworks in the sky. It's full of fireworks on air. So we're doing all the things. And then we'll be breaking down.
Fuck, next week's the 4th.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, man.
Where you been at, bro?
Shit.
Ends in 2 days.
I think you're a scroll. I think Jeff's a scroll now.
Oh, you silly humans. I mean, friends.
Even I keep up with these holidays. I mean,
the human traditions. But yeah, you could find us Tuesday through Thursday next week going live. Ultimate Fighter, The Idol, and coming back with Secret Invasion.
Idol season finale. Yeah.
Season finale.
Hopefully, series finale.
Series finale. Most definitely.
Cross your fingers.
Athelius, I've never loved someone more. Thank you. Fucking right I am.
Oh my God, right? That is great.
That's great.
I'm actually from Zimbabwe, so whatever, whatever. Semantics.
Hey, let's get to the house on the maniac.
So is Jeff just a colonizer? Question mark.
Invader Zim is a colonizer. Like he is a colonizer. So.
Perfect. Well, we know who. We know what's going on here.
Now, but, we will be
well,
I'm aware of the lineage.
We know. Well, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Othelius, Ladybug. Who else do we have in here?
Sarah Haley,
Tara,
Lord Slug.
Yeah, Delvin. Even that one new person, Kirsten. She was.
I think it's Kristen.
I think we got to start censoring her comments, man.
The Christian.
Yeah, she's a little.
Too frisky today.
Too
We
much.
got a little frisky.
Some people.
But if you love us or hate us, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. And whether you're watching us live, which we love all of y'all for doing, watching, commenting, liking.
Like this is like I don't know. Good work, Othelius. Good work, Othelius, on that one.
That was good. That was good.
I think that's the most genuine smile I've ever seen 9.5.
I love
Totally,
it.
that was like is
That was on the nose,
bro?
right?
I think this might be a scroll.
I love it. Well, even if he is, we still love you, Othelius. And whether you're watching this on the replay, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time it is, we do appreciate you. And until next week, we will see you. Peace.
Peace.
Coming out of Alabama, we always had to ride in the color car.